Yes, my viewers and subscribers, you are listening to Jamaica Politics Uncovered. Guys, I want to revisit Melissa's crime scene because a few things occurred to me and I want to bring it to you guys' attention. Remember, Richard Parchment told us that Melissa was found by her husband, according to her husband, slumped over on the floor. And meanwhile, you have other people, who said she died in her sleep. Now, we are going to look at the crime scene and we're going to look at Melissa's anatomical position when she died, according to what her husband had been telling people. So she died peacefully in her sleep or died of aneurysm. You're expected to find her positioned in her bed, either on her side, on the back, on the tummy, in sort of a relaxed kind of way. No, I can tell you no with certainty. The police didn't find Melissa like that. Then they were find her in a position like the boy she'd asleep or, aneurysm or none of them there. According to Richard Parchment and other sources, she was found slumped over on the floor. On the floor. So she was found slumped over on the floor. And according to reports, blood stains at the scene. And also now we know blood-stained mattress in the possession of the police. Now with all that being said, the anatomical position of being slumped over on the floor and the blood, I think the police probably knew that they were on a crime scene, but they were not at liberty at that time to say more. I think they were waiting for the autopsy, and also they probably were on to the suspect where the tampering of the firearm is concerned. Maybe they had been tracking and watching and peeping on that to come up with them evidence that it actually happened. I think the police knew. Yes, to find somebody like that slumped over. Yes. And the blood? Yes. Absolutely. They may have even seen the wounds as well. But they weren't so sure because they didn't have a weapon. I don't know what story they had from the husband, but it is my opinion that the PNP hierarchy knew what had happened to Melissa, but they needed to cover the story immediately. The country did not need to be shocked at that moment or so suddenly. I think immediately the party, hierarchy, them bloggers, they went into cover-up mode. Hence, she died in her sleep of aneurysm. Yes, but the police, I think all along, the police knew otherwise. But they had work to do. As for some of the people who went to the scene and who were there that morning, but some of the people who went to the scene in the morning, I think some of them genuinely did not know that a cover-up and a murder took place. And can I tell you something else that will maybe shock you? I don't think the husband came up with the she died in her sleep from aneurysm lie. I think that was constructed by the people who are blog for Mark Golden. And I think that lie came from either the hierarchy or some attorney affiliated with the PNP. Because I told you guys, I saw the attorney who typed that, write that, on the comment section of the Gleaner. When I said, on November 11th. The husband needed to be investigated. This attorney, this PNP attorney, wrote in the comment, she died in her sleep from aneurysm. So this cover-up, it goes pretty deep. Yes, it goes deep, and it's not just Silvera, and it's not just a little bit of blood. It's a host of people who try to do this, and for one reason and one reason only, to protect the party. These people have no sense of right and wrong. They have no sense of, we just have to do the right thing, cost it what it will. And that's why they've been so silent. That's why Patricia Duncan can come say, well, due process, yeah. And they've been so silent because it is the organization that started the cover-up to protect the party. Not to shove out the suspect, Not to disassociate from the suspect, but to protect the party. But they went about it all wrong. They went about it all wrong, and they let out the loudmouth blogger and left her out to dry. Because when you notice that nobody else now say nothing, I just she one. Because that's what they instructed her to do. So me feel. But guys, rest assured, when the police them went to the scene, they saw that slumped over that Richard Parchment so confidently said, as it was told to him by Mr. Silvera. The police went there and saw Melissa slumped over for true. I don't know what was going through the police's mind. I mean, if you're a police officer, you're going to see somebody die, you see them slumped over. What are you going to be thinking? And then you see blood. And then you kind of see something that may look like, hey, there's an injury here. But what did the perpetrator use to cause this injury? No firearm on the scene. No knife. What happened? See, they would have needed time to let a pathologist investigate the wounds before they can make a pronouncement. And that's why I say, do not blame the police. Even though they may have suspected that it was a homicide. Them couldn't just come talk that, because even if they suspected it, they would have to wait for the investigation to be done by the people who will carry out the autopsy. The police them can't just see something where they're not too sure about and contact like that, because we see one of them burn them out. Yeah? So, she was slumped over. And them take the mattress. And me have a feeling say, them never say nothing out of them mouth in English. Because the tampering they go on with the weapon and all these things. Me feel like said that go on after their visit to the crime scene. So it makes sense. If my theory and our theory is true, that the party's hierarchy helped create the lie to keep the story under wraps, then how could they disassociate themselves from Jolly and Silvera? That means that him would have know, say them come up with a story for try and protect the party and protect him in a way. So they just can't. Interesting days ahead, guys. Keep it locked here. Jamaica Politics Uncovered. Make sure that you are subscribed. Join our membership. Invite your friends and turn on your notification. Take care. Until next time.